It is highly unusual that a founder, an owner, even people who have been in the trenches of the business for a long period of time understand who their customer is, how they do business today. I mean, usually they understand, and I've dealt with a lot of software and technology vendors, they usually understand a lot about their product and the features and the benefits and how you can apply it and what you can do with it. But they truly don't understand how that process in the business works today, who owns that process, and as a result of who owns that process, how the benefits of your product and those features relate to the person who's going to use it. Because that's really where you get the return on investment. Very few leaders of organizations or folks that are day-to-day involved in their companies truly understand it from the customer's perspective. There was an article in in Harvard Business Review recently that posed the question, if you went out of business, would anyone care? And I think that's a great question. If you weren't there providing that service, what would happen? And that's another way of really underscoring the point that I was making. But let me go back and say, why is that? I think some of it actually is fear. Fear of understanding that they may not be providing something of value today that is a sustainable business, and then actually writing down and understanding and putting together a business plan and creating the funding for attacking something that is differentiated, or making the hard decision that they really don't have a business and that they need to do something else with the entity that they've built. So, I mean, I think there is a lot of that leadership, paralyzed leadership that happens, and they don't want to confront that. That's a very difficult business situation. I think that happens. It happens more frequently than you'd like. There are, though, particularly in the businesses I've been involved with, software business, people who are infatuated with the technology and what it can do. And they don't truly understand. They're always in search of a problem for this elegant technology. You see this a lot out of technology transfer spin-offs from major universities. Look at this beautiful technology we have. I'm not sure if we could only find a business problem it could solve, we could make a lot of money. The more successful startups tend to be ones that were created out of solving a business process need inside of an existing organization and then spun out. A lot of cases there, people lose their way, and they have that mentality of serving an individual customer, the one that they came from, and then solving multiple individual customers, and they don't get a sense of market problems. What is the pattern so we can scale the business and we can have a repeatable, scalable, profitable business? So I find a lot of times that, they may be asking the question, being afraid to answer it, or they're in love with the technology and don't understand the application, or lastly, they came from a customer where they do understand it, but they are myopic because they only understand one instance, and then they look at each individual prospect and/or customer as an instance versus looking at it as a marketplace.